right? So again we can write z is equal to square root of x square plus y square, right? If you take square on both sides, then z square is equal to x square plus y square, right? If I take z is equal to k, then my level curves is x square plus y square is equal to k square form, right? So again these are all circle whose center is origin and radius is k. So my level curves is like this. Now if I pick up all these level curves for z is equal to 1, z is equal to 2, z equal to 3, then the radius is equal to the coordinate of z, right? So at origin it is like this, at z is equal to 1 it is like this, at z is equal to 2 with radius 2, at z is equal to 3 a circle with radius 3. So if you join all these things you will get a cone, right? If you join all these level curves, then you will get a cone. So x square plus y square is equal to z square represent a cone. Next slide. Next limit upper. Okay. Now let us go ahead one more topic, that limit of the function of several variable, right? So how to find out the limit of function of several variable? We all of you know how to find out the limit of the function of one variable. Now if in single variable we know that how to find out the limit when the independent variable is 1 and dependent variable is also 1. Let us see one model that the table please. Yes. Now here is a model of one bridge. Now if I want to approach this point on this bridge, right, then I have only two options. One option is that from the left hand side and another is from the right hand side. So suppose there are two cars on that bridge. If they want to approach this point, then they can come from the right hand side or from the left hand side. So they cannot come from the any other sides, right? They cannot come from these sides or these sides. Only two option is there, from the left hand side or from the right hand side. Next slide please. So go ahead. Yes. So in limit concept, function of one variable, you can see that the red point is approach from the left hand side, click, and the blue point is approach from the right hand side. Now click. So in the definition of limit of function of one variable, we say that if the left hand side limit and the right hand side limit is same, then the limit is exist. Okay, the definition for the limit of one variable is like this: for given epsilon greater than 0, if there exists delta greater than 0 such that modulus of x minus a is less than delta, implies f of x minus s is less than epsilon, right? Now for function of table please. Now function of two variables, for function of two variable, our domain is two dimensions. Suppose there is a football on the ground, right? So this is a two dimension things. This is not a line like a road, right? So if any football player want to approach this football, okay, then he come from this way, then he come from this way, then he come from this way. So by any path he can approach this ball, right? So if I want to find the limit for function of two variable, my domain is a two dimension things, right? So for the concept of the limit of two dimension, slide please. The definition is like this: let f be a function of two variable whose domain is D, includes a points arbitrarily close to AB, then we say that limit of f of xy as xy approach to AB is L, and we write limit xy tends to AB, f of xy is equal to L if for epsilon greater than 0 there is a corresponding number delta greater than 0, such that if f of xy belongs to D and 0 less than square root of x minus a square minus y minus b whole square less than delta, then modulus of f of xy minus L less than epsilon. So this is the definition of the continuity for function of several variable, two variable. Next slide. See here, one domain is given, one point is in the domain AB, and I took one delta neighborhood on that AB. If I take xy in that small neighborhood, if I get the image of that points f of xy in the interval L minus epsilon to L plus epsilon, then we can say that the limit xy tends to AB, f of xy is equal to L. Next slide. So in 3 dimension our surface, our graph is in the space, okay, and our domain is in the xy plane. So the neighborhood of AB in the xy plane, it is denoted by d delta, and you can see the image of that all points on the surface is a very small surface, and the value is between L plus epsilon to L minus epsilon. Okay, so whenever that point xy approach to the points AB, if f of xy approach to the L, then that limit is exists, otherwise limit is not exist. Okay, next slide. See in the model, click sir. Here one point is in the xy plane, x comma y is equal to 0. Okay, so you can see one point is approach on one path, click sir, and one point is moving on the surface, click sir. Now I can approach that point xy 0 from another path also. Okay, in that case that point is approached to the same points by different way. Okay, so next, so in the limit case, if f of xy is approached to L1 as xy tends to AB along the path C1, and f of xy tends to L2 as xy approach to AB along path C2, where L1 is not equal to L2, right? So if I approach by C1 path and if I get the limit L1, if I approach by C2 path, if I get the limit L2, and if L1 is not equal to L2, then we can say that the limit xy tends to AB, f of xy does not exist, right? It means that if we approach from different path and different limit does not exist. If limit exists, then it must be same for all paths, right? So here there are some list of a path passing from the origin 0 0. Y is equal to mx, where m is a slope of line. All this line is passing from the origin. Y is equal to mx square. All parabolas are passing from origin, and so on. Another curve are m is equal to sine nx, that is also passing from the origin. Y is equal to m sine raised to p nx, that is also passing from the origin. Now let us see some example to calculate the limit of function of several variable. The first question. That limit xy tends to, table please, xy tends to 1 to five x cube minus x square y square. How to calculate the limit of this function? You can see this function is very simple function. If I replace x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 2, there is no problem in the value of this function. So we can find this limit by easy method, that limit xy tends to 1 to 5x cube minus x square y square, this is equal to 5 1 cube minus 1 square into 2 square. So this is equal to 5 minus 4, and that is equal to 1. So this is the simple way to okay. So this is the way we can find the limit of the function by putting direct value if there is a no problem, that if there is a no undefined things in the limit, right? So like this we can find the direct value of the limit. One more question. Let us see this question. Table please. Limit xy tends to 1 comma minus 1 e raised to power minus xy cos of x plus y, right? Now see here, exponential function is defined for in the neighborhood of 1 and minus 1. There is no problem in cos of x plus y, right? So we can put direct limit that this is equal to e raised to power minus 1 into minus 1 into cos of 1 plus minus 1, right? So this is equal to e raised to power 1 into cos 0, and that is equal to e. So if the question is like this simple, then we can put direct limit. But if in the function, if I put the values of the point x is equal to something and y is equal to something, and if there is a undefined things, then we have to use some different techniques to find out the limit of that function. Let us see one more question. That limit, table please, limit x comma y tends to 0 0 x square minus y square upon x square plus y square. Now if I approach the previous technique, if I put x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 here, then this is 0 by 0 form, is undefined. So I have to check this limit by different method. So we know that if I find the limit for different curves, if limit is same, right, then we can say that limit exists. If limit is different, then we can say that limit does not exist. So let us approach by two different paths, right? Here my point is 0 0. I have to approach this point 0 0 by different path. So let us consider the x-axis as a one path and y-axis as another path. So if I approach on this path, then the equation of this curve is y is equal to 0. If I put y is equal to 0 in this function f of xy, right, then this function f of x0, that is equal to 1. Okay, so for curve y is equal to 0, the limit xy tends to 0 0 f of xy, this is equal to 1, right? Now for another curve, if I approach by this way, x is equal to 0, right? So if I take x is equal to 0 in this curve, my f is 0 y, and if I put x is equal to 0 y, then this is equal to minus 1, right? So if for the curve x is equal to 0, the limit xy tends to 0 0 f of xy, this is equal to minus 1, right? So see here, if I approach by the x-axis, I get limit 1. If I approach by the y-axis, I get limit minus 1, right? So for these two things, I get different limit. Hence our note, we can say that the limit xy tends to 0 0 x square minus y square upon x square plus y square does not exist, right? So whenever you approach a points by different paths, and if you get the different limit, then the limit of that function does not exist. Okay, let us see one more example. Limit xy tends to 0 0 y raised to the power 4 upon x raised to power 4 plus 3y raised to power 4. Now see here, if I approach this origin by the path like this, y is equal to mx, any other path like this, then what happen? Okay, so for path y is equal to mx, right, I can write this limit xy tends to 0 0. Consider this is f of xy. F of xy, this is equal to limit x tends to 0. Replace y is equal to mx in this equation. So we will get m raised to power 4 x raised to power 4 upon x raised to power 4 plus 3 m raised to power 4 x raised to power 4. So from this one we can remove the x raised to power 4 from numerator and the denominators. We can get this limit is equal to m raised to power 4 upon 1 plus 3 m raised to the power 4, right? So for any y is equal to mx, the limit of this one is m raised to power 4 plus 3 m raised to the power 4. Now if I take the special case y is equal to 2x, if I take the special case the y is equal to 2x, then the limit xy tends to 0 0 f of xy, that is equal to 2x. So here I have to take m is equal to 2, so 16 upon 49. So this is the one limit if I take y is equal to 2x. If I take y is equal to x, that means this line, that y is equal to x line. If I approach this by on this line, then this limit xy